Hi, this is Tawny with the Kinsman Free Public Library with another book recommendation. Today's recommendation is Be Not Far From Me by Mindy MicGinnis. First I'm going to open this with saying I love Mindy MicGinnis. I read A Female of the Species in a day, which is a whole other topic to talk about, but that book is amazing and it's totally worth reading. This one is just as good, but in a totally different way. Same kind of vibe, though. She has a knack for writing these unbelievably strong female protagonists, and I think that's part of the reason I love her so much, is that these teen girls, are impossibly strong for the situations they are experiencing. This one happens to be a survival story. Let me see if I can remember my character's name. Ashley. Ashley is an outdoorsy kind of woman. One could almost say she's quite literally grown up in the woods and is very comfortable with them and knows exactly what she is doing. And she goes on a camping trip with some friends. They're partying and everything, but something happens and she takes off into the woods and gets lost. So now nobody knows where she's at. Nobody knows that she needs help, and she is currently trying to find her way back out of the woods. The woods she is in are also woods that a friend of hers had actually gone missing, someone who taught her the ropes of the woods. So if that person couldn't find their way out, she starts to wonder, how do I find my way out? The survival scenes they're intense. I'm not gonna lie. If you have issues with reading about or seeing people get hurt in movies and books and fiction or TV shows, this might not be for you, because her body goes through some things. Suffers from starvation. I think she breaks a leg or an ankle, or something happens to one of her limbs that it makes it really hard for her to survive and get through. She gets an infection. There's all kinds of things that she's fighting against. And Mindy MicGinnis goes into great detail about those very things. This book, for me, was not only the same vibe and tone as Female of the Species, but it also kind of reminded me of The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon by Stephen King. Very similar kind of story. A young girl gets lost in the woods and has to somehow find her way out when nobody knows where she is at or how to find her, or even if she is okay, and she also has to beat these incredibly impossible odds. And instead of using a friend who's taught them wilderness survival skills, that little girl actually uses a famous baseball player to motivate her through the woods. So I totally would also pick that story up too if you end up loving this one. I don't want to talk about it too much without giving anything away, because it's not a very long book. You'll see, so the action starts almost instantly and it doesn't end until the end of the book. So there is a lot going on in these 300 pages. Let me get you a page count exactly. 231 pages. She's got to get to the woods, have the thing happen, and then most of the book is her in the woods trying to find her way back out again. So this is a very quick, very short read that you could easily take out in the afternoon. Here, let me give you a snippet. Snippets are always fun. Let me see if I can find. Okay, here's the first part of the survival section. When I wake up, I know two things. One is that it's nearly noon, and somebody should have come looking for me by now. And the other is that I have really fucked up my foot. In the moonlight, all I could make out was the damage done to my shoes, but once I unwrap my shirt, there's a lot more on display, and none of it should be visible. The human foot is a complicated thing, and I know a lot about it after putting hundreds of miles of trail underneath mine. When you hike as much as I do, you learn that small parts you didn't know you had can hurt, until it seems like it's the only bit of you to feel anything at all. There are 26 bones in my foot, and right now, I can see a handful of them, plain as day, as well as tendon with a tear that is going to send me into a world of pain as soon as I stand up. So, that is the only snippet I can give you. Reading that just gave me that grody feeling you get in your stomach when people get hurt in movies or in books. You know, that stomach tightener. Also, as you can tell, some of the language is definitely adult. It doesn't happen very often. These are older teen children in this story to begin with. I believe they are high school seniors. So some of that is to be expected. It's not gratuitous, though. It's very natural the way she throws it in. So give it a shot. I do believe this is on Libby and Overdrive. You can also put our copy on hold once holds are available again. Or you can always just catch me and see if I've returned it yet and grab it straight from me. All right, I hope you give it a shot. I hope you give Mindy MicGinnis a shot because she is fabulous. Please let us know if you end up reading this one, Female of a Species, or even The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon, and give me your honest opinions, because I could talk about Mindy MicGinnis all day, as well as The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. All right, thanks for listening. Bye.